Good news, because it means the air should be also a little bit cleaner. The pollution index up into the high category in the southeastern corner. That should be easing off, but the temperatures will also be easing off, perhaps up as high as 27 Celsius today, maybe even 28, and we are warmer than most of our European counterparts this afternoon. Certainly a lot warmer than Greece and a lot warmer than Spain and Portugal and the Canary Islands as well. A little bit unsettled through the Mediterranean, some cloud here, but as we close in on the United Kingdom, just some wispy cloud across the far north, the sunshine a little bit hazy here, and some thicker cloud across parts of Ireland may just produce a light shower in County Tyrone or Fermanagh this afternoon, but by and large it's a beautiful afternoon. Blue skies, plenty of very warm sunshine. Temperatures around this time of year should only be between 10 and 12 Celsius. You can double that and add a little bit more, 27, perhaps 28 Celsius this afternoon in some places. A little bit cooler around the coast in the south and especially along the east, but even here temperatures in the mid-teens above average. It is a little bit cooler here because the wind's coming in off the North Sea, and that easterly wind is going to pick up and bring us all a big change over the coming days. The wind's starting to really strengthen through the weekend, drawing down much colder air from Scandinavia and even beyond. So temperatures will be falling away. Another pretty warm day on Thursday, but we lose the oranges by Good Friday, and then we start to see those cold easterly winds really kicking in. Much chillier feel across eastern areas during Saturday, and then for most of us during Sunday we'll notice that temperature drop. In London, well, 28 perhaps today, maybe only 10 Celsius on Easter Sunday. Only the extreme northwest hanging on to the warm sunshine. Elsewhere, a lot colder by Easter Sunday, and also some rain pushing in across southern areas. That should help to dampen down the pollution, as I said, and probably also the pollen index starting to drop off in the high category this afternoon. I know I've been sneezing. For the football, well, it should be dry and fine at Highbury, as it will for most of us through the night tonight. Perhaps a little bit of mist forming here and there. That'll clear away. Eastern coast of Scotland could hang on to a bit of har through Thursday, but for most of us it's another sunny day. Perhaps not quite as warm, and again on the east coast temperatures in the mid-teens, but 22 or 23 quite widely. A little bit cooler again on Good Friday, but that's when we'll start to see that cool breeze picking up, and it will have an effect by the time we go to the weekend, in particular with that rain spreading up across the south on Sunday. Anna.
Thank you, Alex. Here's Michael Fish with the answer.
Thank you very much, Anna. Well, I'm not so sure there's a meteorological certainty of fine weather in the Mediterranean, and unfortunately I'm not so sure there's a meteorological certainty of fine weather in this country. At the moment, though, we're enjoying an unprecedented record heat wave. Just look at some of yesterday's temperatures, and those records go back, as you notice, at least in a couple of places there, over 100 years, and today too we may well break some records, but after that it's all change, and it's certainly all change in the Mediterranean. Look at this cloud that's been developing during the course of the day in that eastern part of the Mediterranean, heading up across Greece and the Greek islands. Some very nasty weather there at the moment. In fact, that's the way the weather's going to remain in the next few days, and in the Mediterranean at the moment actually temperatures are lower than here, but I think it's going to be swings and roundabouts, and things will be changing as we head into the weekend, but not particularly warm in the eastern Mediterranean. 14 degrees Rhodes, 11 at Athens, and all that thundery rain. Now at the moment it's warm because the winds are coming in from the southeast around that area of high pressure. Unfortunately, the high pressure moves away and allows low pressure to take its place during the course of the weekend. At the moment, though, we've seen soaring temperatures, 23 degrees, for instance, in Skye, but it's very different along the east coast, where temperatures are only at around about 11 or 12 degrees. And it's going to be very different everywhere as we go through the weekend. Orange shading replacing by green, which means to say, if anything, on the cool side. And then, ironically, as we head back to work next week, it gets a little bit warmer again. Unbroken sunshine virtually everywhere this afternoon. A little bit of fog lurking around the Firth of Forth and some of those southeastern parts of Scotland. Might just pull onto the coast from time to time. And as we've seen, a big difference in temperatures right on the coast, literally right on the coast, the beaches, the promenades. Temperatures only about 12 degrees, but the further inland you go, the warmer it gets. And I wouldn't be at all surprised if we didn't see 24, 25 or 26 degrees or so in some of those western areas. Now, why is it so cold along the east coast? Well, that's because the sea is jolly cold. Only 8 or 9 degrees at the moment in the North Sea. Certainly not worth taking a dip. We're getting a fairly high sun index at the moment. This is similar to sort of middle of August, so don't forget to take some precautions. And at the moment the pollution index is quite high. This is ozone, but I think over the weekend things will improve. A fine night coming up tonight. We don't really need to worry about the temperatures. Another fine day tomorrow with some sunshine, but you're going to notice those temperatures lower. You're going to notice a breeze picking up across the south. And on Saturday, very different indeed. Clouds spilling in, the wind picking up, the temperatures much lower. And I think by Sunday itself, across much of England and Wales, a cloudy and cold day, I think is the best way to describe it, with some outbreaks of heavy